What is up, YouTube? My name is Enzo, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Chloe Moriondo's new song, Manta Rays, hopefully in a very beginner-friendly fashion. Now, before I figured out how to play this song, I was doing my research on it, and by research I mean reading through the original release's comments, and I just saw that hey, it was played down-tuned or something, and I thought maybe we should make it super beginner friendly to the point where like you don't even have to touch any any of these things because that might scare you. So I guess as long as your guitar sounds like this, I'm gonna do that backwards. I don't think you should have a problem. So in this case, it's going to be standard tuning. All you have to know for this is the string names of every single string, and we're gonna go from the thinnest string at the very bottom. So this is high E, B, G, D, D is in dog, A, and then finally low E. And then backwards it's E, A, D, G, B, and then high E. So, one of the main things you have to know, which if you don't, I'll still teach you anyway, you have the basic E chord. And just know that throughout this entire song, you don't really have to, use the low E string. If you accidentally strum it, it doesn't matter as long as the rest of the chords, I guess, have more emphasis, if you know what I mean. So you're going to start off with the E chord, okay? You're going to put your index finger on the first fret of the G string. You're going to put your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, and you're going to put your ring finger on the second fret of the D string. And you're going to strum five strings down. You're not going to the A string down. You're not going to be strumming the low E string. So that should sound like this in total. Now, this shape, more or less, is what you're going to be moving up towards on the guitar neck. And this is only chord number 4. This is actually the last chord in the 4-chord progression that will go over and over again throughout the entire song. So I guess now we're going to move it. Chord number 1 is actually this same shape, but moved all the way up to the 9th fret. 9th fret meaning that's where your index is going to be starting. And the new problem with this is that you're going to move your ring and middle finger a fret up. So instead of sounding like just straight up like this when you, like let's say for example, you only moved it to here and you didn't change anything. Doesn't sound right. But if you move the ring and middle finger up a fret and you keep the index on the 9th fret, it sounds like this now. Now it sounds like the song, right? Yeah. So basically, you have your index on the what is this? The 9th fret of the G string. You have your middle finger on the 11th fret of the A string. And you have your ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string. So now it sounds like this. Again, you're going to be strumming the A string down. You don't touch the low E because, it's too low at this point. This whole time, you're not going to be really touching the high E and then the high E and the B string. They don't really matter. They're just going to be played open the whole time. Now, this is chord number 1. I don't know the names to these. I'm sorry. I only played around on the guitar neck and figured them out. So if I figured out the names, I'll just put them in the description along with, I guess, the finger positions. Okay? So it sounds like this. This is chord number 1. Chord number 2 is the E shape. So it's this one, the first thing I showed you a while ago. But now it's moved to start at the 8th fret. Your index finger will now rest on the 8th fret. So now your index finger is on the G string 8th fret. your ring finger is now on the 9th fret, D string, and then your middle finger is now on the 9th fret, A string. And then once again, you play the A string down, so it sounds like this. And you're just gonna move that, and then that's the second chord. Chord number 3, you're just gonna move it down again. Your index finger is now on the 6th fret. Your middle finger is now on the 7th fret of the D string, and your middle finger is now on the 7th fret of the A string there. And then that's chord number 3. Chord number 4, which is the last chord in the progression that we'll play over and over again, is just back to the original E chord that I showed you. So it just goes back to index on 1st fret, ring finger on 2nd, and then middle finger on 2nd. So the whole progression should sound like this. Remember, chord number 1 is weird because instead of being a standard E shape, you're moving the ring and middle fingers another fret up. So now it sounds like this. Now, strumming patterns, I don't know how to teach that, especially because, I don't really use the terminology. I just know that, if you listen to a song and then you like how it sounds and you're trying to replicate it, you're gonna feel it. For me, it's more of a feeling thing rather than something you can teach. So I guess if you can figure out what I'm doing, just copy that. So down, 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 up. Chord down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. I guess that's what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully you understood that. Hopefully you know what you're doing. And I hope you can entertain me by watching me attempt to sing at least the first 2 verses and the chorus. Because the vocals is where this becomes difficult. Good luck to me. Trying to dream of you for so long, I can't even remember when I first decided your face was the one I wanted my light to conjure. I never knew matters were so big till I got high and had to Google it. I'm not obsessed, the feeling's just there and I'm trying not to forget. To forget you. Your honey voice echoes in every noise, and I know this is just how it goes. I know. My therapist will tell me that it's best to let it be, but I wanna light fires, I wanna explode, I wanna be everything you want to know. It's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you, it's always for you, it's all for you, it's never not for you, it's all for you, it's always for you. Yeah, so that wasn't perfect, but you can hear the progression. If you listen to the song, this is basically what it sounds like. And personally, I think you could do it too, So all I can say now is good luck to doing the vocals, because that's the actual difficult part. This song seems easy, but when you're trying to sing it, that's when it gets hard. But, still a really, really good song. I'll put her acoustic cover in the description down below, along with hopefully the chord names, their positions, maybe even the progression. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I hope that, this was the beginner-friendly cover that I hoped it was. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.